It's time for the trucker John live stream. Gonna be a good time. Oh yeah. The trucker John live stream. Come along for a good time. It's a good time, good time, good time, good time. Trucker John live stream. Gonna be a good time. Gonna be the time of your life. Gonna talk some shit. Hush your mouth. Gonna talk a little smack. Gonna talk whatever comes of it. You're gonna always wanna come back. Oh yeah, it's the Trucker John live stream. He's the biggest, baddest, funniest mother you've ever seen. Watch your mouth, he's headed south. Not even sure what that means, but if it's one thing I know, the Trucker John live stream is the best thing you've ever seen.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. Trucker John. Good morning. Hey everybody, here I am at the Costa Vida. Again, I'm not going to use the earpods today. I think it's better just without the earpods. Now today I am in my little corner spot, so I don't know if this is any better or not. There is a lot of, the music is kind of loud, so I always forget about the music. But hello, I see Fancy's there, 70B2, there's Jolie. Jolie's here, we got, I wasn't able to go all the way to the top. I think I saw Michael McAndrews was here. Anyhow, I just wanted to show you this beautiful meal. I got the enchiladas today, and this is what it looks like. Let's see here. So this is my, again, this is breakfast. I held off having breakfast because I knew I was going to come, or I figured I was going to come over here. So today I got the enchilada. I got a side of sour cream that I put on there. This is the, I got pork. You know, you have a choice of like chicken and steak, and beef, and pork. I decided to go with the pork today. I haven't had their pork yet. I've had the chicken and I've had the steak. So I thought I'd go ahead and try this pork. There it is there. Look at that. So we got some of this rice. I think they call it lime rice or something like that. Chili lime rice. Kind of hard to cut this just with pork and with one hand. I'm going to try this bite here. Very good. Wow. That is really delicious. It has a sweet, kind of a sweet taste to it. And pork is very flavorful. That's very good. Very delicious. So good morning, everybody. Excuse me while I eat. I did get a side of this different kind of salsa. Instead of pico de gallo, I got this, I think it's called salsa fresca or something like that. I don't know. It's kind of green, greenish in color. But, I'm glad I got the pork. I usually don't get pork, but this is very good. I'm gonna try a little of this salsa on here. I'll try it on my rice. So I put some of this salsa on the rice. You can tell it's all like freshly made, you know. I think they make everything right here in-house, as I like to say. Now I am having a little difficulty seeing the chat. I might have to move this over. I've got the camera on the sunny side of the table. Maybe I should move it over to the shady side. That might help. Let me see the chat a little bit better. And maybe I should, I was thinking of taking my sunglasses off. Sunglasses actually kind of help with the glare. This rice, the rice is delicious. I'm gonna move this over. I think that helps a little bit. That's a little bit better. It doesn't help that there's a, the background is kind of light, and then so the chat just fades right into the background there. So yeah, you guys get to watch me eat. Lucky you, huh? So right now we've got music playing. I hope that's not too loud. It seems like it's louder today than it was last time. There's only a couple people in here today. We've got one guy sitting in the seat that I was sitting in last time, and then way over on the other side, I think it might be I don't know if it's the manager or somebody who works here, and he's holding a little a Zoom call or a conference call for the whole world to hear and see. Anyhow, I highly recommend, if you ever come to Costa Vida, I highly recommend the enchilada. This might be my favorite thing so far. I believe this is my 4th trip here. So I think the first time I got a burrito, steak, and it was very delicious. The second time, I got a chicken quesadilla, also very delicious. I mean, everything's delicious here. And the last time I was here, I got the tacos. Yeah, and they were very good tacos. But I would say so far, this enchilada, by far, not even close. This is the best so far. It's just, the taste just sort of, explodes in your mouth. It's really good. It's so good. I forgot to look at if they have a locations list. I have a feeling there's not very many of these around the country. This is the first one in the Las Vegas area. And pretty sure they may have started up in Utah. I remember seeing them in Utah back when I used to, when I was driving. And I can't remember if I ever ate at one or not. I think I may have been confusing Costa Vida with Cafe Rio or something, maybe. I don't know. Because there's one, I think there's one up north here in Utah at, what's the name of that town? It's north of St. George, the one I'm thinking of. And yeah, it starts with a C. I can't remember the name of it. I think it starts with a C. Just north of St. George, about it might be, what is it, 70 or 80 miles north of St. George. And I used to park on the street in front of the Walmart and Home Depot. And right in front of there, they had kind of a line of restaurants. And I thought maybe Costa Vida was there. And I might have eaten there once. I can't remember. I really can't remember. Now, for some reason, my screen just went kind of, I don't know, kind of darkened. It's just kind of weird. Let's see here. I'm going to take these off. See how this goes. Anyhow, I'm in the, the problem of not being able to see the chat very well. There's a whole combination of things going on with the sun, and then the screen kind of dimmed that just now for some reason. I'm not sure why. So I really apologize if I don't say hi to everybody or I might just be eating the whole time. I didn't know this was going to be so sweet. It's kind of a sweet taste to it, but it's delicious. So I didn't add any chips and salsa or anything this time. I just got the enchilada entree and a soft drink, and it came to I think it was just like, well, altogether it was like $15, but before tax and before tip, it was like, well, it was 13 something. I don't know, because could I be right? Because I added a 15% tip to it, so I think it was 15 and change came to, or something like that. So. I remember the 15% tip showed up as $1.99. So, is there any tax? Maybe there's no tax on this because it was 13 something. I think it came to 15 something. Maybe the tax was very nominal. I don't know. So anyhow, I'm still living at the apartment over here at Siegel Suites. And I'm still looking for that one place. But in the meantime, I've just been driving the cab. And last night I didn't drive, I took the night off. But the cool thing about the cab is that, you know, you get a decent amount of cash tips. And I can, at the end of the week, I just pay my rent with the tips I get, so. So that's kind of cool, you know? Just pay rent with tips. I cannot see the chat. I mean, I can see it, but I can't read it because it's just so faint. So I apologize for that. But thank you guys for being there. Thanks for hanging out. I got a late start time this morning. I was trying to see if I could get it going in the apartment, and it just wasn't working. And then I thought, well, I'll go to Costa Vida again, but Costa Vida doesn't open until 10:30. I tell you, this is the best enchilada I think I've ever had in my life. It's really good. It's a really good enchilada. Now hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Maybe I can get a thumbs up from somebody if you can hear me okay. So testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me okay? Test, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm just waiting to see if I get a thumbs up from somebody. For some reason, sometimes it takes a long time to get a response. Okay, I do see Marie Jane Greco with a thumbs up. Thank you, Marie. All right, so now I know that you guys can hear me. That's always, you know, an important thing to know. Because nothing is more frustrating than to talk and then you realize no one can hear you. So I see Maria, I see Roxanne. I can see the names. It looks like I don't know, I can't see that name. It looks like Nick Rich is here. Is that Nick Rich? Yeah, I can't see. What if I go like this? Will that help? Oh yeah, it does help actually. Yeah, I see Paul Burrows. I see Stephanie. If I go like this, I can see the chat. Roxanne's here. Josh is here. Hey Josh, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I'm just gonna have to do the show like this, I guess. I guess it cuts the glare off, and the glare just kind of wipes everything out. But if I do this, I can kind of see a little bit better. There's Fancy. That sounds interesting, Paul. Okay. That was mid-thread. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to carry on the bulk of the conversations today because I can't see the chat. I see Robert Perez is here. Hey Robert, good to see you. Roxanne Armfield's here. I'm just going to finish up this enchilada. finish up this enchilada, and then maybe I can pay more attention to the chat. I see WW's here, it looks like. The Soul Craft, hey, the Soul Craft. Yeah, the enchilada sauce is delicious. I really like this place. This is my 4th time coming here, and they just opened. Maybe it's been almost 2 weeks now. Week and a half, 2 weeks. This is my 4th trip here. And I'm glad they're here. This is way better than Jack in the Box. But that's all we have around here. You got Jack in the Box just across the street, and then this place, and that's it. You know, that's right on the corner here. Everything else is kind of a far walk. All right, this is really delicious. I'm enjoying my meal. Now I might have to I wonder if I switch seats, if that would be better. Hey, yeah. As soon as I finish this meal, I might try that. Or you know what? They do have blinds here. I wonder if they would mind if I lowered the blinds. Well, that's... Let me just try this. Now it makes me look like I'm in the dark. I'm not sure if that helped. That might help the chat a little bit, for me to see the chat. But I think it made me look like I'm in the dark, which I probably am in the dark, if you know what I mean. I don't know. I'm just experimenting. Now there is a lot of sauce left over from the enchilada, and that would be nice. Like if I had ordered the chips, then you can sort of use the chips. You know, it's sort of like a dip for the chips. You know. Let's see. Yeah, it's really hard to see the chat either way. I'm just going to finish up this rice. I'm just shoveling it in there. All right. That's it. I'm done with that. So, highly recommend it. If you happen to see a Costa Vida near you, and you are a person that eats out, you know, some people say, I never eat out, so, you know, this does not pertain to you then. But for those of you that like to go and, I don't know, eat out at a fast food restaurant, I highly recommend this one. Comes highly recommended, Costa Vida. I wonder if I were to do this. Ooh, that helps. Oh, wow. See, if I do this, let's see. Well, actually, it's just on my shirt more. But I could definitely see the chat when the chat is like in my shirt. So I have to somehow, oh wait. Yeah, go this way. Oh, there you go. I see Sandy Foltz. You should look into getting on low-income housing. It may help. I've looked into all that. Fancy, I like something. But see, the chat moves so fast I can't see. Roxanne, I guess was talking to Jeff, Mad Max here. Hey, Mad Max, good to see you. There's WW. Sandy, I've looked into all that. Okay, I'm not that stupid. Jeff Curry, Sugarbush, I got a feeling Jen has no idea what to think of me. Who's Jen? WW, fat is beautiful, it just ruins your knees. I have a hard time walking upstairs. Marshall, hello there, Jeff Curry. Something about who wrote this? Damn it! See, I can't see the chat. Dang it! I missed it. This is from a Big Hug. Oh, okay. So I did entertain a few ideas at Liberal Dan yesterday, and then it's almost impossible for me to read the chat in this format here. I can't wait till I get my internet. So May 7th, they're telling me. So still a couple weeks away from getting the CenturyLink internet. But I can't wait. WW says yes. I can't read the rest of it. Cindy Phillips, you should get a first floor apartment. I do have a first floor apartment. Fancy, it is Robert. In fact, when I got this apartment, well, every apartment, I always ask, is this a first floor or ground floor apartment? Because, you know, unless it's a place that has elevators, if it has elevators, then I'll take the top floor. But if not, then it's got to be ground floor. WW, pray for me. I pray for you. Tit for tat. It's all tit for tat. I'm only picking up, bond appropriately, probably, Rub Rez, I hate having people living on my ceiling. Now, I will say that these single suites, I think, are much better built than the place I just was at University Gardens. Because at University Gardens, you could hear every little step from the people upstairs. I mean, it sounded like they were bowling up there sometimes. And I'm pretty sure they were just walking like normal people. And in this apartment, you almost hear nothing from upstairs or even the neighbors. I think the soundproofing or whatever between the walls, they did a very good job. It seems like this is a much better built building than the University Gardens. So I will give them that much. I'll give them that much. I'm trying to see where I can position this. If I go this way, I'm trying to get where I can see the chat better. Good insulation. Yeah, that must be it, W. It must have much better insulation because you don't hear the neighbors as much. Roxanne, I don't feel good for you, dear Roxanne Epstein. Yeah, hey, we got both of our Roxannes in here today. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us for a little bit. I might only go till about noon today, my time. I know a lot of you like to jump over to Randy Rhoads. Apparently, tomorrow is her last show. She's going under some sort of medical procedure. And guys, to me, it sounded like she's done. It didn't sound like, oh, I'll be back in 2 weeks or I'll be back in a month. She's talking about tearing down her studio, breaking it down and moving out of there and going back to Costa Rica or something. Which I don't know why she can't live stream from Costa Rica unless Costa Rica has the shittiest internet in the world or something. But anyhow, so tomorrow, if you're a Randy Rhoads fan, so I mean, don't. Some people think, oh, it's just, while she's doing this health thing, I think she's done. So number one for Randy Rhoads, if you're listening, and I know you are, no, I hope, Randy, that you get well, get healthy. That's number one. That is top priority. So I hope she gets whatever she doesn't really kind of say what it is, but I hope whatever it is, I hope the best for Randy, and hope she gets get well soon, and the show and all that stuff, that's all secondary. Whether she ever does the show ever again, I don't know, but it's been a great run. I've been listening to Randy Rhoads since 2004, so for over 20 years, and then she did take a break of 2 or 3 years off, where she was off. Has it been 10 years ago since she came back? Wow, time flies, man. Time flies. But anyhow, my best to Randy Rhoads. She's a great show, been an inspiration to me, actually, to get more involved with what's going on with politics, and to not live life in blissful ignorance. So anyhow, at noon I'll probably go off, because I know a lot of people like to go and watch Randy's show. And since I'm doing this from this restaurant, I don't know if I want to be here for a whole 2 hours. Anyhow, Josh says, Wes, I landed a dream job 10 years ago and I'm still poor, laughing out loud. WW, friends keep dying. I didn't even know that they were sick, but I can't sing at their funerals. I can only cry. Well, you know what, guys? We all die. We all gotta go sometime. Marsha says hi there to Suzanne. And it's hard to see the chat. WW, I love my jobs. And that's the main thing, right? Love your job. And also that, you make enough to pay the bills. Mad Mac WW, that's why she is always telling you her problems. I'm mid-thread on these conversations. So, WW says, I'm a popular funeral singer. Roxanne Armfield, that's the sad part about getting older, WW. WW, they all do, Mac. They all do, Mac. They all do. I'm going to read it dramatically. They all do, Mac. I'm going to read all your chats dramatically. WW says, I'm some sort of earpiece. Sandy Foltz says, how many times a week you do Uber? I don't do Uber anymore. I mean, I have the Uber app, and I am back in, but I'm not doing Uber because it's $550. I don't have a car, and so I have to rent. And when I rent, it costs me $550. So it really wouldn't be worth it. Now, if I quit taxi driving, then it might be worth it. But I just wouldn't have enough time to do both. Let's see here. Jeff Curry. Here we are. Back to dramatic readings of your chats. Jeff Curry says, "I'm some sort of eye candy." WW. Need to own a vehicle. Mad Max says, I've never done Uber or the other one. Marsha says, hi, Michael McAndrews. Hey, Michael McAndrews, hi to you. Good to see you, if I didn't say hi earlier to you. WW says, me too, Jeff. I'm an old man. 68. But for some reason, ladies find me attractive. Sandy Foltz, so you just drive cab then? Yes, Sandy Foltz, I just drive cab. That's what I do. Let's see, Mike H is here. Hey, Mike H, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I'm trying to read your chats in more dramatic fashion. Let's just put it that way. Let's see, what did Mike, because then it disappears. Mike says, what's up, Chugger John? I really hate this format on the phone with the chat. How it won't just stay, you know? Robert Perez says, quote of the day. Here I sit brokenhearted. Then see, then the thing moves. It's frustrating. Fancy says, I have an excellent lead just called. Hey, Fancy, that one you gave me for Carmelia or whatever, every time I call, it won't go through. It just says, like, I don't know, there's like a weird recording that comes up. Like, your call can't go through at this time. Try again later. Sending over to you, John, right now. Okay, well, I'll check it out after I'm done with the live stream because I can't check it out. But thank you, Fancy. Let's see here. I'm trying to read this. Sandy Foltz says, "Have you ever been to Niagara Falls?" I have never been to Niagara Falls. Mad Max says, "Only if she brings her own helmet." Laughing out loud. Hey, One Vision's here. It says, holy crap, it's Trucker John. Hey, holy crap, it's One Vision. WW says, 93-year-old uncle not answering the phone. That's concerning when it's a 93-year-old because they might be lying there dead. Look, guys, death is natural, okay? Death is a part of life, so don't get too freaked out about it. WW, cousin says, keep trying. Julie says, hi, One Vision, hand. Oh, then that was an emoji that doesn't show up. Steven Sayer says, TV too loud. Your TV is too loud? Whose TV is too loud? Because I don't know who you're talking about. WW, death is real. Oh, about the death is real, the truest thief. Death is real. The truest thief. Mad Mac, I say woof woof. One dog is something. See, here's Big Hook, Big Hook. Get your organ donor. I can't read the chat. Sandy said, do you get charged for chats on here? No. No. What do you mean you get charged for chats? That's funny. One simple cost. But you should like, subscribe, and share, for sure. Let's get us up there. We're at 3,880 some odd. Because I'm buffering. Am I buffering? Am I frozen? On my end, I can't tell. Steve says, hi to Marsha. One Vision, got a touchy Wi-Fi stream. You're buffering a bit. Okay, thanks for that. Yeah, maybe the internet's not so good here at Costa Vida. Mad Mac, never write faster than 30 kph. Michael McAndrews, okay now. Yeah, I'm not even on the Wi-Fi. I'm just on the cell signal. I'm not even on the Costa Vida Wi-Fi. I just remembered that. I was going to use it, but then I needed a code, and then I never did go ask him what the code is. So I'm just on the cell signal. Who do we got here? Dolores Williams? James Williams. Dolores. Whatever Dolores. James Williams. Hey James, good to see you. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning to you. You missed me eating a delicious enchilada, James. It was the most delicious. It was the most delicious enchilada. Mad Mac, what happened to that Costa Vida restaurant? I guess I could have chugged it. I guess I could have carried it with me. Yeah, I could have brought it with me, but I just didn't feel like bringing a bunch of stuff with me to the Costa Vida. But now that you mention it, Mad Mac, was it Mad Mac? I guess I could have brought it with me. So you're right. Maybe next time I'll bring it with me. I just didn't think about, carrying an extra piece of equipment over to here. Maybe next time I'll bring the iPad. Mad Mac. I might be buffering again. It says I got a weak signal again. An unstable transmission. Roxanne says good morning to James Williams. Fancy says it's okay here. Well, just be forewarned that it might start buffering. One Vision said it's not bad. Triggered on you hit a 2 to 5 second buffer once or twice a minute. I should try next time. I should remember to try to get their code before I start, so I can use the Wi-Fi. Maybe that'd be better. I guess that might be better. I don't know. We could try. Also, just to forewarn you, James Williams says I use the Starbucks Wi-Fi if I am traveling and need access. Michael McAndrews says wrap aluminum around your ears. Yeah, I don't know about that one. James Williams says good morning, Jolie, Fancy, and Roxanne. Oh yeah, I need to get back to the dramatic readings of the posts. Roxanne says, laughing, I think, thumbs up, Michael McAndrews. It's kind of hard to do a dramatic reading of that type of a post. So, Stream Elements says, Truckatron is now live streaming talk shows and podcasts, just a place to hang out and talk smack. Sunnyfold says, how do I get a hold of YouTube? I want to do my own videos for cooking. Sandy, you're on YouTube. I forget the actual rules. Like if you have to have so many subscribers before you can do a live stream. I'm sure there's someone in the chat that knows the parameters. Like, and it'll explain all of it. Big Hook, the Twitter Brunch broadcast. Julie says, of course they do, Jeff Curry. Of course they do. Let's see. I'm trying to read this one here. This says, Mad Mac. Years ago, when I couldn't afford unlimited data, I went into Starbucks and McDonald's all the time and would spend an hour or two using their free Wi-Fi. Well, I've done that plenty of times when I was on the road. You know, I would use, Starbucks or McDonald's. Plenty of times. I'm gonna go get a refill of my sody pop. I'll be right back. I'll be back. There, that's a lot better. That's much better. Let's see. Well, now I feel like I need to shut that one off. I feel kind of bad, like I'm just taking over here. Let's see. James Williams spent the weekend in beautiful. Where? Canmore, Banff, and Lake Louise, and with friends and family. Almost seemed normal for a day or two. Yeah, it's nice to get away. You know. Rubris says, damn it. He says, life looks so much better through the window. Josh says there's a cell tower in the background. Oh, okay. Roxanne says, I like yours better, Jeff Curry. More in keeping with their theme. All right. Big Hook. Were the deer and elk still wandering the streets and fields, James? So yeah, I will be driving a taxi today. Jeff Curry says, Roxy, I was about to pull in just to give them my suggestion when I saw the name they already had. What vision? The palms in the background look, they look, I don't know, can't read it. They look cool. Oh, I've got a lovely bunch of coconut. Put the lime in the coconut. Mix them all up. I'll put the lime in the coconut. Because, so what was your one putt stop then, Jeff? It's still hard to see the chat. Let's see here. It's still very hard to see the chat. Jeff Curry, Marsha, it was for sale. Anyhow, so how are you guys holding up? Are we holding up? Have the tariffs kicked in yet? Are we still able to do stuff? We're still able to buy stuff? Paul Barrett, gotta go. Thanks, Paul. Thanks for being here. Peace out. Thanks for hanging with us for a little bit. How long is it going to be before we feel the results? Really feel the results of all of this total chaos that Trump is creating. Just total chaos, unnecessarily so, by the way. No reason whatsoever for him to do what he's doing, other than the fact he's trying to find ways to pay for his tax cuts. But tariffs isn't going to do it. So, but when are we going to start feeling that? I mean, like, when is it going to be to the point where people can't come to Vegas anymore? That's what I'm wondering. Since my job is really dependent a lot on people coming here to vacation. And so I'm wondering when, because it's been pretty busy. It's been pretty busy these last couple weeks. And people are still coming here. But I'm just wondering if we're going to see a big drop-off at some point. You know? That's what I'm wondering. And, but so far I haven't seen it. You know? Lots of people out on the strip. And it's, we're getting into the busy season. This is traditionally, you know, from about now, especially the really big super kickoff. Like right now it's getting busier. But when we get to Memorial Day, that will be another big kind of a test, I guess. Because Memorial Day the Memorial Day weekend is usually, at least my experience with rideshare in the past couple of years, Memorial Day is usually like crazy. Or Memorial Day weekend, I should say. So I guess that might be a one to look out for in about a month from now, right? See, Jeff says, oh, Marsha, okay, I'm mid-thread on these conversations, so. It sounds like you guys are doing okay, going on trips and doing things. Sandy Phillips, what did you do for Easter Sunday? I worked. I went to work. It was 420. A lot of people were here for WrestleMania. WrestleMania was unbelievable. I didn't know how. I mean, I knew it was popular. I know wrestling was popular. But this WrestleMania, it was. We had the Super Bowl here 2 years ago. And this was bigger than that in terms of crowd and people, you know, crowd of people. Crowds of people. In terms of crowds of people and how busy I was, just basing it on my busyness, I would say this was like at least twice as big as the Super Bowl. And I don't really get it, because I think wrestling is stupid. I think pro wrestling is stupid. I don't even like amateur wrestling, for that matter. It just seems so gay and everything. Which is, if you're gay, that's fine. But I hated I tried wrestling in high school. And I lasted about a week and I quit because I didn't like this sweaty guy all over me. You know, it was gross. But you know, pro wrestling is so fake. I mean, it's supposed to, I guess, you know, they're not pretending that it's real, are they? Are they pretending that it's real? Mania was like, oh, John Cena, he won the championship and he broke the record for champions. He broke, I forget, Ric Flair's record or somebody, I don't know. He broke somebody's record. Dude, it's all predetermined. There is, this isn't like winning the Super Bowl or winning the World Series. It's all staged, it's all scripted. But these people, I have people in my cabs just going on and on about how great it was and how John Cena is so great. And I like John Cena. I like his movies, his TV shows. I think he's funny. I think he's definitely you know, charismatic and funny. But pro wrestling is horseshit as far as I'm concerned. And these people are actually, and I mean, I know they have to know that it's scripted, but they act like it's real, and it's, to me, that's like psychotic. There's a certain psychosis going on here. The way people get so wrapped up in it, and the cosplay, people are walking around wearing these big like WWE champion belts, like they want to, which they might as well. I mean, it's all scripted. Anyone could probably win it. But anyhow, the WrestleMania was off the hook, man. Crazy, just crazy. How busy it was. It was busier than the freaking Super Bowl. I'll be interested to see if I get any any articles on how well the casinos did, or the hotels and stuff did. I would like to see a comparison between the Super Bowl weekend and WrestleMania weekend, because I'm willing to bet in terms of revenue for the Strip outperformed the Super Bowl. It's just crazy. Let's see, what was this here about? Calm down, Trucker John. It's a martial artist. We have rules in jiu-jitsu, just like wrestling. What do you think would happen if a 300-pound man chopped your neck? I'm just saying, I don't like it. You can like it. You can like wrestling all you want. I don't like it. Big Hook says food deserts happen, especially as the tariffs kick in. Prepper lifestyle doesn't seem so crazy anymore. Well, it's always good to have, you know, be prepared, right? Isn't that the Scouts' motto? Always be prepared. Josh, I'd be impressed if they wrestled monster trucks. Jeff Curry went to see David Copperfield. I know it's not real, but just fun to watch. My wife told me to do that. One Vision, it's a sport. Yes, wrestling is a show. Oh, thank you so much. Gave me another one of these free little cinnamon tortillas. Pro wrestling, yeah. If you enjoy it, and that's how you know, get your form of entertainment, fine, more power to you. But just don't sit in my cab and then go on and on and on about what a great accomplishment it was for John Cena to win his 17th WWE World Championship. Because those aren't championships. You can't be a champion of something that is scripted. It's like saying Rocky Balboa is the world champion, boxing world champion, when he's just a character in a movie. He's not really the world champion. Pretty nice. We're able to hand these out. One Vision, those dudes, no, ain't no joke. You will find them in a bar drinking together after a match. Yeah, they're all buddies, which is fine. Because it's all scripted out. They all rehearse. They practice and they rehearse. They choreograph. Everything's all choreographed. So, which is fine, but just like I said, don't tell me what a great accomplishment it is that John Cena won another championship, or The Rock won or Steve Austin or whatever. They won all these championships. Those aren't championships. It's fake. It's scripted. One Vision says, so do cheerleaders, I'd rather watch the girls. Okay. James Williams, wrestling is a sport. The crap like WWF, which is now WWE for like 20 years now, and the rest are entertainment. There is a difference. I know there's a difference. When did I say there was not a difference? I still don't like amateur wrestling though. It's just too gay. Big Hook says, my favorite is the stories about Andre the Giant. Some guys insulted him and he proceeded to turn over their car. That was probably a setup too, for publicity. Josh, wasn't Andre the Giant a big... He was. He probably was. He's probably up for that with Restless. Marine Dream Echo. Andrew was awesome, Big Hook. Andrew? Who's Andrew? Big Hook, no, John, it happened in Montreal. It still could have been a setup. Oh, Andre. Yeah, Andrew the Giant just doesn't have the same ring to it. Yeah. Yeah, that autocorrect thing's a pain in the ass. James says, I grew up with wrestlers from Stampede Wrestling and the guys on the coast. Don, Leo, Jonathan, Bulldog, Brown, Eric, blah, blah, blah. The matches are fixed. Yes, of course. Mad Max, Andre the Giant. Like I said, has a better ring to it than Andrew the Giant. Josh, I thought that he donated his time and money to a bunch of good causes. Yeah, because he was a philanthropist. Philanthropist. I can't say the word. Bush said, that's correct, James Williams. I went to a few WWE or whatever a few times years ago. Well, back then it probably was WWF if it was that long ago. Was never a fan, but to each their own. Which is what I'm saying. To each their own. but just don't think that it's a great accomplishment to win a WWE championship or a WrestleMania championship or whatever the hell it's called. It's not really that much of an accomplishment. It might just be, I don't know, if you give Vince McMahon a good blowjob or something. I don't know. But maybe that's how it works. I don't know. Hey, Olga Martinez says Andre the Giant from the movie Princess Bride. Yes, he was in that movie, yes. But he was more known for wrestling. But if you were not a wrestling fan, I guess you would just know him from... And he did other movies and stuff. One Vision said Mad Mac watched the match live with Andre the Giant versus three dwarves stacked on top of each other. You must remember Randy Alls? Randy Alls? You must remember. You must remember. James Williams, the Mexican wrestlers are hilarious. That's the Mucho Libre or whatever, right? Let me see. Do I have my... It won't let me. Oh, here we go. It's slow to load here. Slow to load. Let's see. Do I have my Mucho Libre picture in my little gallery here? Let me see. It's basically my head superimposed on the body of Jack Black when he was in that movie. Was that what it was called? Just see if I have it in my gallery. My gallery is getting so big. It takes a while to scroll through it. I don't have I don't have that one. It's not in my gallery. From what I can see. But it's the way it goes. But it is in, isn't it in the one of the intros? I think it is in the intro, isn't it? Or one of the intros that I do. I forget now. All right, couldn't find it. So one thing I think we've discovered, or that I've discovered, is that One Vision is a big pro wrestling fan, which is fine. Which is fine. Because didn't Randy Macho Man Savage just die recently? Yeah, I believe he just died last year, I think. I think it was last year. Yeah, One Vision, just coming in all caps. You win WWE because of the fucking paycheck. It's whoever Vince McMahon thinks is going to give him the biggest paycheck in box office, right? Yeah. Okay. Nothing says championship like that, right? Jeff Curry says, daughter little I took to see WWE, she could see over the curtain when they walked out after matches, high-fiving. She said she thinks it's fake. Mad Mac remembers Haystack Calhoun. Chris Doug's here. Hey, Chris Doug, good to see you. Thanks for jumping on in here to the chat and hanging out with us for a little bit. Big Hook says, remember the days when Hulk Hogan wasn't a racist MAGA schmuck? You know what, Big Hook, I have a feeling that he's always been that. I mean, you know, maybe not MAGA because MAGA wasn't around then, but I've got a feeling that all that stuff was always there. Because weren't there some phone calls or phone messages that came out a decade or maybe more ago on that, to his daughter, where he was dropping the N-word or something? So I think he's been, I think what we're seeing now, I think it's just been brought out. But I think it's always been there. Marcia says, Andre the Giant had a physical condition that ended his life before his time. A sympathetic person, not like Hulk, like types. It's just entertainment. Who was the other guy? Randy something. Randy Macho Man Savage, I think. Maybe. Mad Mac 80s wrestling was way better than this shit. Notorious GRG says, my son was named Andre, and when he was born, he weighed 10 pounds, 2 ounces. So the NIC unit called him Andre the Giant. He spent time in the NIC that because he had some complications after his birth. Is 10 pound babies? Hey, Notorious CRG, happy Taco Tuesday. Hey, thank you so much. Well, that's right, this is Tuesday. I didn't get tacos, I got enchiladas. But yippee to Notorious GRG. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Are 10 pound babies rare? Because I think I was a 10 pound baby, and I think both my kids were 10 pound babies. So I don't know. Is that such an uncommon thing? Just trying to read a chat here real quick. Yeah, yippee, Notorious GRG, thank you so much. Jeff Curry says Hulk Hogan wanted to save a kids center. God, I hate this scroll here. He had, I guess, Mr. T help him. I saw a show about it last week. Cool black van Mr. T drove. Was it the one like in the A-Team? Did he have the old A-Team van with him? Okay, let's see here. One video said it says Hogan attacked his own daughter and cut her off because that boyfriend was black. Not. I mean, anyhow. Yeah, I think that's what it was. So yeah, he's you know, even assholes can do nice things. If they were trying to save a kids center, Hulk Hogan can still be an asshole. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Hey, look at there, Rosanna with 49. We are the Resistance. Thank you, Rosanna. So, yippee, Rosanna. We are the Resistance. You guys make sure if there's any 50-51s going on or any type of thing like that, go ahead and go out there and spend some time out there. Peacefully. Protest. Make a sign. Make a funny sign. Or something like that. If you go out there, here's what you should do. Make a sign that says something like, here's what you should put. You should put like, Trucker John says that Trump's an idiot or something. I don't know. Trucker John told me to come here. I'm just kidding. James says racism is learned behavior. A lot of people change as they become more educated. And in Hulk Hogan's case, I don't think he's changed. I mean, he's still a maggot. Jeff Curry, Josh, I saw one recently, even had the correct tires. There's Fancy. Hey, Fancy, welcome back. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate you. Thanks for all your help, by the way, Fancy. Fancy's been helping me try to find an apartment that is, less expensive than where I'm at now, and that will take me with my record. My rental history record, which is now what? I'm still going to try to work on getting it, sealed, I guess. But anyhow, Marcia says, "Hey there, OG." Adam Marcia says, "Oh, I didn't see Adam come in, so hello to Adam." And Sandy Full says, "I agree with you about Trump. He's an idiot." Thank you, Sandy. See, Sandy's in my corner. Sandy agrees with me. Is Sandy the only one? Is Sandy the only one and myself that think that Trump's an idiot? I'm just kidding. I know we all think he's an idiot. And that he is trashing our economy, doing so much harm that I might not live long enough to see us get out of this. And I'm not planning, I'm just saying, even if I live to hopefully 85 years old or 90 years old, we might still be feeling the repercussions of what Trump is doing right now. Big Hook says, "No offense, but Randy Rhoads is on." Oh yeah, that's right. That's okay, Big Hook. I understand. Like I said, I was thinking about signing off about this time anyhow. Randy's on, and she's only got 2 more days left, and I think she's gone forever. I mean, never say never or never say forever. I don't know, but I'm not even talking about if whatever health issue she has, even if she, gets better and gets well and gets healthy, I think she's done with broadcasting. And so, if you are a Randy Rhoads fan, you should probably go and watch her last 2 shows. Okay, and the thing about YouTube though is, it'll be posted up there probably forever, so you can still watch it. Rox says, "There's no argument here, dear Sandy Foltz." Sandy says, "I did not vote for him. I voted for Harris." So did I, Sandy. Absolutely. James Williams says, "Later, Big Hook. Have a good day." Jeff says, "One vision. Yep. All that shooting and never hits anyone." Yeah, I'm missing some of you guys' posts. I apologize. So I guess I'm going to end it. This was a short one, hour and 19 minutes. We are doing, I am sort of trying to do the best I can right now until I get the internet. And the way it's looking, I probably won't have the internet until May 7th at my apartment. Hopefully it'll be good internet where I can do a show from. So in the meantime, I'm just kind of doing whatever I can do. I don't know if I can do Costa Vida every single time. Maybe I will, because at least I have a good meal here. But, I don't know. So the times might be a little bit different, and the shows might not be as long or whatever, Marsha, hey, you have a good day, Marsha. Thank you so much for being here. So anyhow, right now, until I get the home internet, things are a little iffy. Things are a little, different. And so we'll just have to kind of roll with the punches until things get a little more normalized or back to normal. So in the meantime, I do appreciate you guys being here. Whether I'm doing this from a bus or a restaurant or walking around the neighborhood or eventually back in my apartment, I appreciate you guys being here and hanging out with me, spending your time with me. Your time is more valuable than anything, and I appreciate you spending it with me. So I guess that's it for now. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. And I guess we could do the outro. Should we do the outro? All right, I'm going to do the outro. But thank you guys so much for being here. I'll just see you guys on.
Well, it's time to say goodbye. The show has come to an end. But don't be sad, no, don't you cry. We're all gonna come back and meet again. We'll have some fun times, hopefully nothing too bad. We might talk about war crimes, might talk about Baghdad. I doubt we'll talk about door chimes, but if we did, I'd be only too glad. So hasta la vista, baby. The show is over, but could I ask you maybe to take a shower? No, that's not what I meant, but I couldn't think of anything to rhyme with over. Now my whole rhyming scheme is all screwed up. Oh shit, I should have stuck to truck driving, who I try to kid. At least when I was out there driving, I could handle a skid, but doing this live stream, baby, has been a real kid. So I hope to see y'all again right here on the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna do it again and again, right here in the Trucker John live stream. Yeah, the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna come back and do it all again. No, this ain't no dream. This is where we win, right here on the Trucker John live stream. No, it's time to say goodbye. The show is coming in. But don't be sad, no, don't you cry. We're all gonna come back and meet again.
Trucker John, on the road he rides, live streaming all through the nights. From politics to pop culture he speaks. No topic is off limits, nothing is weak. From Vegas to the highways, he'll never tire. Shouting about food, talking about desire. He's the rebel of the asphalt, the king of the night. With a microphone in his hand, he's ready to ignite. Freedom is his fuel, passion in his soul. Gotta express himself, gotta take control. Moving through the country, keeping it real, no filter, no holding back, nothing to conceal. Rolling down the highway in my rusty old rig. I'm a retired trucker, but my spirit's still big. Living in Vegas, where the lights never sleep. Broadcasting my thoughts for the world to keep. From